So Hunt Showdown just came out with a video and an update on some UI improvements they're working on. We'll take a look, see what they got in plan, got in store. I'm up for any kind of UI improvement. Whatever we have right now, not what I like, not what anybody likes. So any UI improvement might be beneficial. We'll see.
Hello, I'm Dennis Schwartz, Design Director for Hunt Showdown 1896. Today we're diving in one of the most crucial topics in our community, our user interface. The UI we launched with 1896 has been a primary focus for community feedback since August, and we'd like to shed some light on the latest improvements, as well as sharing more on what's coming soon. So let's get started.
Bug fixes, okay.
First up, several UI bugs have been a point of frustration for players, and we're tackling those head-on in Update 2.2 launching mid-December. Stability and functionality are top priorities, and we're addressing the issues that impact your experience most. We will be introducing a fix for the cursor reappearing in-game after alt-tab.
Yes! Thank God, finally. I know, okay, so I haven't experienced this as much as some of my buddies have been playing the games. They get it like almost every time we've played. It's very, very rare for me to get it. And to my recollection, I don't think only alt-tabbing creates it. So I know there's some instances where the cursor comes on screen without alt-tabbing. So I hope they're also investigating that. But dude, I don't know what it is. We just need to figure out the root of the issue. I'm not a game designer. I'm not a coder. I know nothing about that kind of realm. But it should be a big deal because it's very, very distracting.
As well as the memory leak that occurred when toggling the map. We've also ensured your region selection changes take effect reliably without a restart. You will also notice quicker navigation with the addition of a loadout shortcut in My Active Roster.
That might be nice.
Allowing you to set up your
That might be nice. We'll see what that looks like.
Back into the game with ease. Alongside this, we have also ironed out issues with loadout changes and filter preferences not saving correctly. Pressing the spacebar to jump or vault no longer opens the side panel by accident, and the gear UI now loads correctly when hiring a new hunter, even if players currently don't own any. In addition, we resolved an issue.
The issue when they said
to jump or vault no longer opens the side panel by accident.
Yeah, I've never had that. I don't know what that is. I never had that issue. But anyways, moving on.
Own any. In addition, we resolved an issue with the hunter grid sometimes becoming unresponsive.
I hope when they say that, I hope they're talking about when you're making your loadout and for some reason, no matter what you click, it will not get you back to the play screen. That's the only problem I have with this game right now that's frustrating me because I have to restart my game every time it happens. I might have figured it out. I think if I go to the settings menu, I'm able to like mess with it enough for it to trigger back to the play screen. But dude, if that's what they're talking about, that would make playing this game way more enjoyable.
We've also tackled some minor issues, such as supporting dual wield for some unique weapon skin pairings, and fixing the burning animation on the map failing to animate during banish. While this is not an exhaustive list of all the fixes we have been included in the next big update, these improvements aim to make your experience smoother and more intuitive.
I like new features.
Now, onto some new features we're excited to add with Update 2.2. We are bringing back updated versions of some of our previous roster of hunters. All our rookie hunters that were updated in August will now have additional Tough as Nails variants in the form of survivor and veteran skins. To unlock these new versions permanently, play and progress your rookies and survivors up to level 50 respectively.
Okay, I think that's cool. Some people might have an issue with this if they're like long-term, like they've been with the game since day one, because it's probably recycled content for them. But as a player that's not new but goes back and forth, comes back here and there, I think this is a cool element. I think this adds to the progression of the game. And for me, progression in a video game is very important, even if it's something as small as this, because it just feels like I'm getting something done. The battle pass is fun, but to have something that's not paid to feel like you're progressing on something, I think that's a dub. That's a W.
Level 50 respectively. We're also adding a selection of custom weapon inspection animations to the katana, knuckle duster, crack.
Hold on. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's slow this down real quick. I want to see something real quick. Let's see what. Okay. That's nice. All right. Wow, lovely. That is so clean, bruh. What? Okay. Okay, I'll come back to that. Let's see this animation.
So you can showcase your weapon in a way that's unique
That's
to you.
cool.
It's
That's sick. Okay, here's the thing with this. I love animation. Animation is one of my favorite things in video games when it's introduced well. Like, I love reload animations. I love inspect animations. I think it just adds that level of depth to just playing the game instead of just like walking around, running and shooting. It's nice. And I know it's paid, and that's a little bit weird. Like, I think they should include some animations that are not this expensive, especially if you're gonna charge $300 for an animation that's broken. That's okay. My problem with this is the fact that I'm not a hater when it comes to like games selling things, because I get it, games got to make money, but when you sell something that's broken, that I have a problem with. Like, this is objectively a bad animation. As much as it would be a cool animation, it's broken. Also, doesn't the knuckle dusters kind of look too small? I don't think that would fit on his hand. Maybe it would. I don't know. That looks a little too small for me. But this is definitely messed up.
crack and more. So you can showcase your weapon in a way that's unique to you.
I would like animation. I would pay for animation.
Brings a lot of style. We've reworked the bloodline and prestige screens to give a clearer look at your current level and
this looks
upcoming
clean.
rewards.
I like
This
the background.
updated layout allows you to track your progress, view descriptions and stories behind rewards, and see exactly what's next in line as you progress. With some custom ammo types now becoming scarce, ammunition for certain weapons can only be found in-game from looting or ammo swap boxes and can no longer be purchased in the arsenal. Look for the blue hourglass icon to identify which ammo types are affected.
Interesting. Okay, so that's huge. That's huge. I think this could be a W. I think depending on how this game plays out, I think it'll have to be tested, which I don't know how much testing they do. But making ammo types scarce, I think, is gonna add way more nuance to this game than like this is probably like a small change for them, but it's gonna impact gameplay heavily. And I think, in my opinion, having ammo types be scarce or not as abundant as it is now, where you can literally just buy it, even though some might be more expensive, it just doesn't. It's the same thing over and over again. Everybody's using slugs for shotguns. Everybody's using like FMJ. And so I think making ammo scarce and have to be found in raid, in the round and raid, whatever, Escape from Tarkov. I think it's going to add way more versatility. I think gunfights are going to be fresher. I think it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same thing over and over again. Everybody using the same ammo. I think this is gonna make gunfights feel a bit more fresh, at least for me. I think this is gonna be a big W.
Icon to identify which ammo types are affected. Our plan is to continue swapping custom ammo for specific weapons in and out of being scarce over time. We are also integrating a new and improved voice communication system. Now, in addition to talking to everybody in proximity as before, we will also be able to communicate more easily with teammates both in the lobby and during gameplay over a separate private channel. You will have flexible controls to manage your voice chat options, including muting, color-coded indicators for clarity on who's speaking, as well as dedicated push-to-talk keys for team and all chat channels.
Okay, I think this is a good quality of life change. I'm gonna be a little bit sad because I think most people won't use in-game chat anymore because of this feature, and I think that was a really, really cool feature for Hunt Showdown, just being able to hear people talk, especially in solos. But I think for a quality of life feature, this is it's been long overdue. The only thing is, I kind of wish for pinging, it was more of a voice line and not that loud, obnoxious ding sound. It gets your attention, don't get me wrong, but I think it would actually add a lot more personality to your hunters if they did voice lines. That would probably take a lot more work. I get it, like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have voice lines at some point with the way it's looking, with the crossover. I think it's they're heading in that direction. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people make it out to seem, like Warzone and like Nicki Minaj, but I think they're headed more in that direction.
These updates open up a whole new level of communication, hopefully making it much easier to coordinate directions when it counts. Moving forward, we have tons more improvements and quality of life updates in the pipeline for UI. It will be the team's ongoing focus as we work on resolving the pinch points highlighted through community feedback and introduce even more new features. We are thrilled to bring you these updates and can't wait to hear your thoughts as our UI continues to improve.
Some closing thoughts. I think they're doing good work. They're working. My biggest thing is I really think the biggest thing that Hunt Showdown needs right now, and this is from what I hear in the community, this is from what I hear from my friends, even just on my own personal opinion, Hunt Showdown really badly right now needs like you guys paid attention to like the payday thing. They did like a med bag like season or update where like for a while all they cared about is fixing the game and the bugs and the issues and quality of life changes. And I think if they just focused on that a lot more than adding skins, I know that adding skins and skin design is a totally different department in game developing than people that fix the game. But in the sense of resource allocation, I don't know which department is getting more resources to be able to accelerate whatever the product or end result is. So I think if Hunt Showdown just really locks in, like fixing the bugs, putting some quality of life features, fixing that godforsaken UI, I think Hunt Showdown would do just a lot better. The servers, I don't even want to get into it, dude. That's a whole different thing. But from somebody who I'm not a hater. I love Hunt Showdown. It's such a fun game. It's so refreshing. I just think they just gotta focus on just the bigger things, you know, the bigger important things in the game. And I think Hunt Showdown would be amazing. And then they can add as many skins and animations that they want. And so, but yeah, hopeful.